Hello everyone, this video will be going over my impression of Anthem after playing the demo this weekend. Anthem is a mech suit FPS RPG from BioWare and EA. There are 4 different classes of mechs that all play a little differently from each other. My favorite suit, the Storm, uses the elements to assist in taking down its foes. The biggest selling point of this game is the flying. It feels powerful, looks amazing, the terrain is beautiful, and there are some really neat interactions with water while flying. Flying in your suit, known as your javelin in Anthem, causes it to overheat as shown by the bar in the middle of the screen. While flying above water, your systems are cooled and your bar stops progressing. Stray too far from the water and your bar will start filling again. If you fly through waterfalls or the steam they create, your suit will be fully cooled down. Anthem allows the player to choose how difficult their enemies will be. These difficulties are similar to the Diablo series, where higher difficulties will provide better chances for higher quality loot. Players can immediately choose from easy, normal, or hard. Grandmaster 1, 2, and 3 difficulties will unlock at level 30. Anthem also has a simple yet effective crafting cycle. It basically boils down to loot, salvage, craft. Salvage the weapons you don't want to use, and craft your favorite weapons with the components. Collecting minerals and plants in the open world is also required. Each weapon type has challenges to complete. Typically, they're kill X amount of enemies or X amount of certain type of enemy with this weapon. Once these challenges are completed, players can craft higher quality versions of that weapon. One of the best things Anthem has to offer is its customization. Each armor slot, helmet, chest, arms, and legs has many collectible appearance options. Vinyls, or stickers that cover a large portion of your suit, are available for those who prefer preset options. You can change the wear state of your armor from clean, polished, rusted, worn, etc. There are victory poses that allow players to show off a bit of their flair at the end of each mission. Victory poses occur on a separate screen and will happen automatically, so everyone will definitely see what you're made of. Arrival poses are available for players to choose from as well. These will occur every time that you spawn. That includes when you're resurrected. A gallery of cute, serious, and funny emotes allow players to equip 3 at a time. I'm sure the amount of these will continue to increase, similar to Fortnite or Destiny. The paint option is where the customization in Anthem really starts to shine. I believe each suit has 6 different paint job options for you to customize. The Storm has primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary soft, as well as primary and secondary hard. Each option has a texture which will range from leather, metal, fabric, rubber, painted, etc. Each paint job option also has a color. The menu has a fair amount of preset colors for you to choose from, or you can use the color wheel to pick very specific colors. You can change hue with the outer ring, and then maneuver around the middle to set your saturation and value. With all of these options, you can take the ridiculous purple and teal javelin that I used for the demo and change it completely. Give it a primarily black frame with some red and gray accents. You've got a paint job that will fit right in with all the other players. You can be as outlandish, fabulous, or tame as you want when it comes to your javelin. Save your changes and exit the forge, and your brand new javelin is ready to go. The game is great and fun to play, but there are definitely some quality of life issues that need to be addressed. First and foremost, the walk-run speed in town. It's so slow that I had to force myself to keep going. I felt like my character was out of breath every time he tried to walk. It doesn't seem that bad in this clip, but while you're playing, it's enough to make you want to scream. While the gameplay is fun and the animations are flashy, there are some UI elements that should be more apparent. The ultimate bar is too short and skinny. Using your ultimate is one of the most satisfying parts of the game. Its bar should have a larger presence on the screen. The reload animation needs to be more functional. It's currently just a rotating circle in the middle of the screen. Not all weapons reload in the same amount of time, so players need to know how long they'll be out of the action due to reloading. In this clip, I'm trying to show just how much health some of the enemies in this game have. This footage was in normal difficulty at level 14 and with weapons around 13 power. I understand that as a team, shooting down these enemies would be way faster, and Anthem is meant to be a team game. However, we all know how that typically plays out. Melee is an awkward keybind on console, causing you to hit it when you want to swap your weapons. Did you notice that I swapped from sniper to scout after the melee? Swapping weapons in this game has very little on-screen confirmation. This clip is sped up to 2x, attempting to show how much shields some elite enemies have. Even though that was a fail on my end, should he really have had enough time to fully recover his shields? Dying in Anthem is inevitable for 99% of the player base. This isn't helped by how few options for cover there are in this game. Add in the fact that you can't crouch, and you're either hiding behind a wall or getting shot at. When you do die, there's absolutely nothing you can do. You can't crawl back to your team, you can't ping them, you essentially just sit there until someone notices your red outline. And come on, what's up with this terrain? There are some really stunning underwater moments in this game. This could just be me, but I found it's usually quite hard to know where to go during the underwater travels. I often got turned around and disoriented whenever it was time to go cave diving. Enjoy this clip of me getting lost underwater. Now that the mission is over, it's finally time to see that experience bar fill up. I like the feel of this screen, but there is barely any information about what's going on. What is the soldier medal and how does it differ from my artillery medal? I can guess what the executioner medal is, but why am I guessing in the first place? Sweet, look at all those feats I got. But wait, what are those feats, and why do we all get the same amount of experience anyway? We all got different alliance bonuses, who knows what that is, or why they're different. And what are those two 650s that just popped up? All in all, I think Anthem is going to be a good game. I'm happy with how the game plays for the most part, and I think the little issues will be easy to fix or already have been fixed. It's been stated that the demo was a previous build that still had performance issues, and many things have been updated, fixed, or changed for the version that will release on February 22nd. There are a lot of great things about this game, and I'm excited to see what the rest of the story is all about. It's up to you if you want to trust EA on this release. I think the safer bet is probably to wait until March and see what everyone has to say about it. If you have people to play with, this game will be loads of fun. If you rely on matchmaking but are willing to communicate with voice chat, then the game will still be tons of fun. If you're hoping to use matchmaking and just wing it, I can imagine that progression and endgame will be quite difficult for you. I didn't get a chance to play the Interceptor or the Tank Javelin, but they don't really seem to be my playstyle anyway. I think the 4 classes offer enough variation that most people will be able to find one that they like. Unfortunately, it seems like support players won't get much love in Anthem. As far as I know, there aren't really any healing or support heavy classes. Each player has a sort of defensive dome or group buff ability, but that's about it. I only played about 5 hours of the demo, so I'm sure there's tons of information I didn't gather. But as I kept playing, I started to use air combat more, and I got used to sticking with my team, and I overall just got better at the game. I can see Anthem becoming a big name in the gaming community, but it definitely needs some work to make sure players don't get annoyed by the little things. Releasing a polished game is very important nowadays, and with the demo as our only source of information, a polished game, Anthem is not. Hopefully the version that goes live on February 22nd will blow us all away. Until then, stay sane. I know a lot of people are incredibly excited about this title, and it's hard to stay away from the hype. My gamertag is OverlordNaakta. Let me know if you want to team up, and thanks for watching.
Amazing work.